What's going on, guys? It's Dan here. Today I'm going to be talking about something really interesting concerning Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, earlier on today we did actually get this really cool looking Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies gameplay trailer, which I have just reacted to on my YouTube channel, so if you haven't checked that out already, I will leave this linked in the info card above and linked down the description, as well as annotated at the end of this video for your viewing pleasure. Now, basically, in the previous video I was talking about various different what you need to know as far as loadouts are concerned, and about the actual vehicles themselves, the actual wonder vehicle, the exact map that we're going to be playing on. Very interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are in the comments box down below. Now, towards the end of that trailer, there's actually going to be a playable survival zombies mode that's going to be playable during the Black Ops 7 beta. As you guys can see from their blog post, you'll be able to play survival mode with Black Ops 7 beta. Get ready to sink your teeth into a small taste of the full Ashes of the Damned experience next weekend. Look for more information about accessing the mode in the forthcoming Call of Duty Next coverage on September the 30th, which is when Call of Duty Next will be. Now, get on to the main part of this video. As you guys can see, we're going to talk about new and returning features coming to Ashes of the Damned, the new zombies map. And as you guys can hear in the background, you can actually hear what's called Damned 8, which is the official zombie soundtrack for that map. So basically, the two main forms of zombies currency, Essence and Salvage, are both returning. So I'm just going to go a bit of an overview. I'm not going to go into too much in depth on this, but you can power up objective devices to progress missions. You can unlock doors using door buys, access wall buys, caches, jump pads, mystery boxes, perk color machines, pack-a-punch machines, vehicle summon stations, head trials and traps. Certain gobblegums, gunsmith attachments, as well as vulture raid perk augments can influence the amount of essence dropped. Salvage takes the form of small pieces of scrap, usually found at random from fallen enemies, so that's going to be returning as well. Main changes include gobblegums can now be recycled to receive instant additional essence, so I guess you can say if you have like tons of duplicate gobblegums, you can actually trade them for additional essence in game, so that's really interesting. Salvage bonus from certain silencer attachments can perform similarly to the Black Ops 6 counterpart, have been lowered, so other muzzle attachments become a valid choice. Messing missed salvage, so if you find salvage hard to come by, expect some help in this regard. So every 10 rounds you're awarded around 50% of any salvage you previously missed picking up, and which subsequently disappeared along with an on-screen message indicating this good fortune. So that's really interesting. Now, the classic power-ups are all returning, so insta-kill, double points, max ammo, nuke, fire sale, bonus points, full power, max armor, and random perk. I think they're all actually in the same way. I don't think there'll be much change to them. However, the max ammo power-up now fills your equipment as well as ammunition, so that is really good. Fire sale power-up now has temporarily reduces the cost of traps and wall buys, so that's really handy. The random perk power-up has been added to the randomly dropped power-ups available. A number of perks must be purchased by all teammates before the power-up can appear. Multiple power-ups randomly dropping within a single round is now a more frequent occurrence. There's a new gobblegum called Power Vacuum that increases the chance of power-ups spawning after zombie kills. Any gobblegums that summon power-ups like Killjoy, which is rare, on the house, which is legendary, and the hidden power, which is ultra, now automatically activate the power-ups they summon, adjusting the tactics for when to employ them and removing the need to physically run into them. So that's really interesting. So Black Ops 7 Zombies arrives with 24 different types of enhancements, divided into 3 familiar categories. 12 types of perk color, 1 new and 11 returning. So the new one is Wisp T, which I'll come on to in a moment. Juggernog, PhD Flopper, Elemental Pop, Melee Macchiato, Vulture Raid, Double Tap, Quick Revive, Deadshot Daiquiri, Death Perception, Stamina Up, and Speed Caller. 6 types of ammo mod, 1 is new and 5 are returning. So Fireworks, Brain Rot, Napalm Burst, Shadow Wave, Deadwire, and Cryo Freeze. So it looks like the also 6 types of field upgrade, 1 new and 5 returning. So Toxic Growth, Dark Flare, Healing Aura, Frenzied Guard, Energy Mine, and Aether Shroud. Now it appears to me, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the one that involves Mr. Peaks, I forget the name of the actual perk itself, but looks like that's not going to be the case in Black Ops 7, but who cares? We've also got the classic ones, that's all that matters really, to be honest. Every one of these enhancements arrives with a set of augments to unlock and use. Some returning augments have received tuning changes and tweaks, forget some of what you know and prepare to learn some new tricks. For each returning enhancement, so Juggernaut for example expects 6 augments from Black Ops 6, plus 2 brand new augments, 1 major and 1 minor. Augment research continues with all the computed augment unlocks for every returning perk caller, ammo mod and field upgrades accessible in Black Ops 7. Research all 8 augments in your research diagram and you can then unlock the extra slot minor augment, which enables you to equip a second minor augment in game. You may have noticed 2 Black Ops 6 ammo mods, Light Mend and Shatterblast, and 3 field upgrades, Tesla Storm, Frostblast and Mr. Peaks, aren't listed as returning. So as you guys can see, expect them all to appear, each with 2 new augments and an additional minor augment slot to unlock to bolster your offensive capabilities still further during Season 1. So that's when they're going to be dropping, I'm guessing, so that's really interesting. Complete coverage on augments intel. We prepared an entire separate augment research blog to detail all the returning, adjusting to new augments available across all perks, mods and field upgrades. Now if you want to check this out for yourself here, guys, I will leave this all linked down in the description. I might do a separate video on this as well, but it basically talks about all of the interesting ammo, perk-a-colas, perk on the Wonderfist machines, all goes through all the perks, all the ammo mods, yada yada yada. So if you want to check that out, I will most likely do a separate video based on that. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for that. In the augments intel blog, there are lists of adjustments to perks, ammo mods and field upgrades that are specific to each type. Juggernaut examples shown above. To start with though, here are some general changes to augments. So anytime an augment enables an enemy to be charmed, i.e. Brainrot perk is the obvious example, charmed zombies now avoid slaying the last zombie in the round, allowing you or your teammates to inflict the final blow, especially helpful if you're kiting an enemy while investigating a map more closely. All big gamer augments for ammo mods will receive a buff to damage or frequency that they trigger. So Brainrot and Napalm Burst, for example, will now charm or burn elite enemies more frequently. Area effectiveness, damage types will a hit location, so Dead Wire's Lightning Strike augment, for example, are no longer automatically considered critical hits or headshots. Note that this also applies to any equipment or some traps. One shot, one chance, augments that operate on a per shot influence regarding ammo or weapons that have multiple pellets or an area effect damage now have a very small cooldown so as not to make them overwhelmingly effective for those weapon types. So that is really interesting. So we've got Perk-a-Cola, Intel and Wisp T. Now this is that brand new perk I was telling you guys about, so there's going to be 12 perk colas available to sponsor you and your team with different abilities. So the new perk is called Wisp T. Drink to summon a companion wisp after killing zombies. This perk specialises in adding a protective, ethereal creature that remains near the player, appearing only after the player inflicts a large amount of damage to the enemy. Use field upgrades, equipment and other high damage items quickens the summoning. Once summoned, the wisp begins to slay nearby zombies for around 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, it can be summoned again. The wisp is summoned after defeating a number of zombies. The number is important rather than the speed of slaying, though obviously the wisp will appear more quickly if the enemies are killed with haste. The wisp targets all zombie types indiscriminately, and the wisp also realises the importance of turning around and will refrain from killing the last zombie remaining. So that is really interesting to think about. Let me know what you guys' opinions are there. Major augments include Mask of Wrath, the demon does more damage, Salvation, the Vox can revive you while it's active, this can be done up to 3 times per match, Mask of Distraction, the monkey attracts enemies and does damage in an area, and Mask of Benevolence, the maiden does not attack but will periodically heal you. Excuse me. Minor augments extension increase the wisp's lifetime, haste decrease the cooldown before a wisp can be summoned, Zombie Sitter, the wisp will attract and avoid damaging the last zombie in the round until the round times out, Fetcher, the wisp will pick up items and power-ups for you aside from the nuke. So that's really interesting. The Wonderfist, the burst purchase price of Perk-a-Colas is based on previously purchased perks and will increase to the price now. Don't include ones you may have obtained for free using power-ups, gobblegums or Easter eggs, for example. In Black Ops 6, the Wonderfist machines became available at round 25. In Black Ops 7, the arrival of the Wonderfist machines depends on you and your teammates. It now also arrives after a certain number of perks have been bought, including repurchases by all players. So that's interesting. So next up we've got ammo mods and intel and fireworks. The elemental upgrades you secure for your weapons through the arsenal machine using salvage or via item drops or gobblegums returned. There are 6 to choose from. You can apply a single ammo mod to any weapon you are carrying. You can have any mod active on any of your loadout weapons, up to 2 main and 1 melee, but each weapon requires a separate ammo mod purchase. They give the affected weapon a percentage chance to inflict a special effect if an attack lands. Has an elemental damage effect which can inflict extra damage on enemies that are weak to a particular element. After ammo mod activates, it enters a cooldown state before the chance activation begins again. So fireworks, we have had that in numerous COD titles in the past. I believe last time I definitely remember seeing it was definitely in, was it Black Ops 3? I know it was in Was it World at War there? I've definitely seen it in World at War. I don't know whether I saw it in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 timeframe. I'll have to look into that. But last seen in Black Ops 3 zombies, this armor was brightly coloured as it is deadly, filling the air above and illuminating the nearby combat zone in a fiery light show, leading to a series of firework explosions that detonate and rip the undead apart in a vivid display of wanton violence. So everyone's pretty much seen this before, but as you guys can see, there's an example of the fireworks ammo mod. So pretty cool. Let me know what you guys' opinions are there. Major augments include fireworks can activate on elite zombies, creating a bigger light show. Starburst explodes immediately, sending flares through enemies in all directions. Instead of targeting enemies, the flares will land on the ground and explode for a while. That's Weeping Willow. And Fire Wheel create 2 fire wheels that spin around and damage enemies. Minor augments, fireworks launches more flares. Big Bang, fireworks flares deals more damage to special and elite enemies. High yield increase the area of effect, and short fuse fireworks cooldown is reduced. So then we've got Toxic Growth. I don't think there's going to be much changes with these, to be honest, but I'm just going to go into a little bit of a look at. So as you guys can see, we've got Toxic Growth right there. So everyone's basically it blocks incoming enemies. You can block pathways and incoming enemies with lasers and mutant plant life. So that's really interesting, and can actually deal like poison damage towards these zombies. So that's really interesting. And here's the field upgrade chart for that. So got major augments and minor augments. I'll let you guys read those for yourselves before I move on to the next one. Something to chew on, Black Ops 7 Gobblegums. So as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how Gobblegums work by now. Split into 5 different rarities. So you got rare. So you got blue, epic, orange, red, and rainbow. So for rare, purple, legendary, ultra, and whimsical rarity. Pattern of a Gobblegum is related to their type and how they generally function. So whilst Swallowed Striped is an instant effect as soon as you consume it, Plain or Solid timed effect that starts immediately and counts down for a period of seconds. Flecked or Speckled, conditional effect that only activates when something else happens to trigger it. So that's really interesting to note. Changes in Gobblegums. Acquired taste, you can now recycle any Gobblegum and convert them into essence. There's enough for everyone. When multiple players are accessing a Gobblegum machine, expect a small cooldown every time you obtain a Gobblegum to allow other teammates a chance to interact. Instant gratification, power up summoning Gobblegums, Killjoy on the house and hidden power now automatically activate the power ups they summon, adjusting the tactics of when to employ them and remove the need to physically run into them. A hasty departure, exit strategy, activates exfil Vault immediately, reduces zombie spawns during exfil, now automatically exfils the player who used the Gobblegum, counting as a successful exfil. So that's really interesting. Available Gobblegums, as you guys can see, there's going to be 10 rares, which are Aftertaste, Killjoy, Cashback, Temporal Gift, Stock Option, Anywhere But Here, Power Keg, Tactical Diffusion, Arson Accelerator, and Shields Up. One of them is new apparently, I haven't quite figured out which one that is. 11 Epic Gobblegums, which are 2 which are new, 9 returning. So Re-Equipment, which I believe is new. Power Vacuum is the other new one. Respin Cycle, Dead Drop, Who's Keeping Score, Free Fire, Exit Strategy, Profit Sharing, Explosive Flourish, Soda Fountain, and Nowhere But Here. 12 Legendary, Orange 2 are new, 10 are returning. Round Off and Armageddon, those are the 2 new ones. Idolize, War Power, Flavor Hex, Immolation Liquidation. Support Group, Phoenix Up, Modify Chaos, On the House, Wall-to-Wall Clearance, and Create Power. 7 Ultra Gobblegums, these are the red ones. Gift Card, Perkaholic, so Gift Card's the brand new one. Perkaholic, Wonderbar, Timeout, Near Death Experience, Raindrops, and Hidden Power. And the whimsical ones, all 7 of these are returning. Newton Negotiation, Indigestion, Rainburbs, Quackner Rock, Die-Pitched, Holiday Cheer, and Classified. So the Classified one will be something that we're all particularly familiar with, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. So new Gobblegums, so Aftertaste, I think we've had that before. I don't know why it's considered new, even though it's technically not. Activates on revive and it keeps all your perks after being revived. Pretty much self-explanatory, that one, we've had that before. I don't know whether Classified as a new perk, even though it's not. But anyway, Re-Equipment lasts 5 minutes. Your equipment slots refill over time, which is this one right here. Next one we've got is Power Vacuum, which is one of the epic ones. It's that purple one up here, in case you guys are looking for it. Lasts 5 minutes and kills have a higher chance to spawn power-ups. Then we've got Round Off, which is conditional and activates on round transition. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds. Okay, that's interesting. Then we've got Armageddon, which is receive a 3-plate armor vest and full plates, which is instant. That's interesting. And finally, Gift Card. instant, gain 30,000 essence and cannot be combined with other bonuses. So that's really interesting to think about there. Recycling your gums for fun and profit. Instead of using the bubblegum in the normal way, you have a second option to crush it in your hand, and once selected in your HUD, once converted, essence is automatically awarded. The amount of essence you receive is dependent on the rarity of the gum, with whimsical being the lowest and ultra being the highest. The double points power-up stacks with this essence reward, allowing you to double the normal amount of essence. Epic rarity profit sharing bubblegum also stacks with the essence reward, awarding it to nearby players as well as yourself, and the feature may be disabled for specific zombies game modes. Rampage Reducer, we've all seen that before, so that's really interesting. So in Black Ops 7, Rampage Reducers won't spawn the fastest moving zombies, super sprinters, until round 20, so it does reduce the delay between rounds, so that's interesting. Wall buys, I'm pretty sure, I don't really need to go into too much depth on this, I don't think there'll be much changes with that. Ammo caches, again, they do return with a brand new look, and audio provide a refill of the weapon you're currently holding. So that's really good. Mystery box. The mystery box is Strange Infernal Machine. So that's really a cool looking image there. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of that. I think everyone knows how that works. Crafting tables and equipment can once again be instructed. So equipment can be once again be instructed due to the salvage you've gathered. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how that works by now. Available tacticals, so stun grenade, stim shot, sight grenade, which I have covered in my previous video, hunter bot, smoke, decoy, symbol monkey, ground loot or crafting table only, and LT-53 Casimir. Sight grenade explodes and impacts with the ground, releasing a lingering red cloud of hallucinogenic gas, which seems to charm zombies, and hunter bot, this seems to home in towards nearby and especially elite enemies before exploding on impact. Available lethals, confirmed lethals are frag, sticky grenade, D4, molotov, combat axe, cluster grenade and point turret. Cluster grenade that gets small explosives when detonated, allowing for secondary impacts that can really hammer hard. Point turret, small deployable sentry turret that sticks to the surface and automatically shoots at enemies, distracting and damaging them. So as you guys can see, there's supports and score streaks. Disciple injection temporarily transforms you into a disciple, which is interesting. Then we've also got the arsenal. Pretty sure everyone knows how that works by now. I don't really need to go into that. Returning damage modifiers, including elemental weaknesses, so that's going to be really interesting to think about there, guys. Pack-a-punch machine, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how that works by now, I don't really need to go into too much depth on that. There's one important difference to the Pack-a-punch machine in Ashes of the Damned, is mobile, being clamped to the exhaust as an upgrade to Old Tessie, the Wonder Vehicle. So it looks like it's going to be on the back of the Wonder Vehicle as opposed to a stationary Pack-a-punch. So that's going to be interesting to think about there, guys. And you've also got TED tasks. I'm going to go quickly into this because I've been on this for a while now. Periodically facing in and out of the dark ether, there's a strange interface console with an oversized TED head attached to it. Access it, then complete a specific time task that TED has designed for you. The rewards you receive increase in rarity depending on how well you completed it. Expect rewards to include equipment, tools, and random perks. Perk rewards are usually related to those a player doesn't already have. So that's really interesting. There's going to be a new exfil phone booth. With Rapid 1's fate currently unknown, you won't be relying on a helicopter airlift to exfil. An archaic German telephone translated booth, repurposed as a cosmic gateway portal, can be called upon both literally and figuratively to extricate you from the mayhem. So that is really interesting. So these booths activate periodically through the match. The phone rings, and if you answer it, the portal is conjured when the player requests the exfil. However, this also brings to face some high-value target entity and its minions. Stage routine and its underlings must be slain before time limit expires, and if successful, the portal becomes fully accessible. Failing, you die horribly. During the fight, all the other phone booths throughout the map start to activate their own portals. Step through these portals and link to the phone booth with HVT. This allows other teammates elsewhere on the map to quickly teleport to lend a hand. So that's really interesting. It's important to decide whether to participate in the exfil or not. If all teammates accept, you should all focus on slaying the HVT within the time limit, escaping via the phone booth where the HVT was summoned to end the match. If all teammates accept and you fail to slay the HVT within the time limit, you are dead, and if you fail to exfil. New to Black Ops 7, if some teammates decline the exfil, they can choose to help or ignore their fellow players engaged in HVT combat. Whether HVT is slain or not, players decline to exfil can continue in the match afterwards without penalty. So that's really interesting. Melee weapon adjustments, so there'll be critical hit adjustments, melee heavy attack adjustments, very, very interesting. New enhancements including health overcharge. The most you can raise your health by combined augments effects like Juggernaut's Batic Augment and Stim Shot equipment. For example, there's 100 health above your current health maximum. So that's really interesting. Really keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. New intel inspection with audio logs, artifacts and documentation strewn across the dark universe of Terra. Gathering all evidence in one place for further investigation is a must. Okay, very, very interesting. The firing range is also back, allowing fine-tuning of ranged weapons. Solo pausing and the other innovations brought to zombies in Black Ops 6 continue in Black Ops 7. Save, load and rejoin is all returning for Black Ops 7 zombies, which is good to see. Black Ops 7 multiplayer intel blast blog, I've already covered that on the channel, so make sure you guys do check that out. Black Ops 6 content available in Black Ops 7 zombies, and lots of people are probably asking for this. All double XP tokens, level XP, weapon XP and battle pass XP will transfer. All gobbleguns will, all augments and augmented research progression will all transfer as well. The Black Ops 6 zombies dedicated crew, so Carver, Grey, Maya and Weaver, along with any operator skin rewards earned from completing main quests in Black Ops 6 zombies. And the prestige level 1000 new orders operates reward for Samuels if earned in Black Ops 6. So very, very interesting stuff there, guys. Really keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. Hope you guys found this video rather interesting, and in the next video I'm probably going to go into either the Augments Intel or go into Dead Ops Arcade, and then I'll see you soon with another video, and I'll see you guys in the actual beta, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Make sure you guys check out my previous videos, which I'll link in the description and annotate at the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.